can we expect our investment to go up and which timeline?
Production-linked incentive is one of the most successful programs that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government has launched under the Make in India initiative, which we are celebrating 10 years in this week. We had estimated that in the 14 sectors, about 1,32,000 crores will be invested. But based on our repeated interactions, every 6 months DPIIT holds an interaction with all the sectors. Last 6 months ago, we had met in Bharat Mandapam. Today we met here. We'll have another engagement with the other companies. Our estimate is we could look at an investment of upward of 2 lakh crores being seeded through the production-linked incentive scheme. It was our expectation that we'll see additional production of about 11 lakh crores. But hearing some of the numbers today, my own sense is both for domestic demand and for export, the production also will be much more than we had expected. And these sectors are now getting kick-started. So much so that now they are in a position to invest even without further support into the component manufacturing ecosystem, because demand has started getting generated.
So you also talked about some products being rebranded and being sold in India, and you also talked about...
I didn't talk about, somebody had complained that they had 1 or 2 instances. I said they should make a complaint about it.
Achieving 2 lakh crore is by the end of this financial year or overall that
Overall, we are talking about the overall PLI scheme. That is the investment.
And so you mentioned the class 1 and class 2 that criteria might be relaxed. What is that?
One of the points today was a very open house. Every sector gave their suggestions, what we could do more to support them. One of the issues that came out was that in government procurement, there could be a few amendments required sectorally, not overall. Overall, the policy is the same. But there are certain sectors where the ecosystem takes time to develop. And initially, the domestic value add is less, which gradually goes up. I thought that was a good suggestion, and I've asked my officials to examine it, whether we could have a roadmap for these sectors through which they can transition from class to become a class 1 or a class 2 supplier.
So there's some relaxation in quality approvals as well. So that is across sectors.
One point that came out in today's discussion, again, which I thought merited consideration, is for those manufacturers who produce a certain product for the first time in India. And normally in procurement, we have a requirement for prior experience. And obviously, if they are making it for the first time in India, or there is an innovation which is happening for the first time in India, it is very difficult to have a prior experience. So I have asked such sectors to get back to us with details so that we can take some technical expertise and advice and see whether that same product can be through laboratory testing or other means can be made eligible to start supplying, being a new product or an innovative product without prior experience.
सर आज पीएम मोदी के 10 साल पूरे हुए मन की बात कार्यक्रम को सर उसको लेकर क्या कहेंगे?
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का जो लोगों के साथ कनेक्ट है, जो जुड़ाव है, प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी समय समय पर लोगों के बीच में सरकारी कामों के लिए तो अपनी बात रखते ही हैं, लेकिन हर महीने जो आखिरी रविवार होता है उसको अपनी मन की बात के माध्यम से गैर राजनीतिक, जिसमें कोई राजनीतिक विषय नहीं हो, एक देश का उत्साह, देश का उमंग, देश की खुद की जो आत्मविश्वास है उसको बढ़ाने के लिए अलग अलग विषयों के ऊपर अपनी बात शेयर करते हैं। मैं स्वयं अपने आप को बहुत सौभाग्यशाली मानता हूं कि जो मन की बात से हम सुनते हैं उससे हमारे भी सोच का दायरा बढ़ता है, हमें भी कई सारी जानकारियां मिलती हैं जो साधारण तौर पे हमें नहीं मिलती, जो शायद प्रेस में भी रिपोर्ट नहीं होती। तो एक प्रकार से इस मन की बात के माध्यम से कई नई नई चीज़ें देश के कोने कोने तक पहुंची है। कई छोटे बड़े लोगों को अपनी बात रखने का बताने का मौका मिला है। कई स्टार्टअप्स को नई नई इनोवेटिव चीज़ों के बारे में जब प्रधानमंत्री के साथ एंगेज करने को मिलता है और उनको बताते हैं तो प्रधानमंत्री जी देश के सामने साझा करते हैं। तो एक प्रकार से एक बहुत ही सफल प्रयोग रहा लोगों तक पहुंचने का, लोगों तक नई चीज़ें पहुंचाने का।
So, in the PLI scheme, is there a case for extension of timeline for at least some sectors?
That will depend on case to case, and each line ministry will have to consider it. And within the framework of the cabinet approval, they will have to assess what they can do and what is the genuineness of the demands. There cannot be a one-size-fits-all policy for that. आज तो जो 14 सेक्टर्स PLI के निर्धारित हैं, अप्रूव्ड हैं, उन्हीं के स्टेक होल्डर्स की कंसल्टेशन।
That's a public procurement amendment. Sir, you said it will be looked into sectorally. So, any sectors that, what are the sectors that are being considered for?
अभी तो आज सुझाव आया है। Once they given the data, then whichever sector is able to justify it, we will talk to the line ministry, and then the line ministry will have to certify or approve any concessions that are required. The DPIIT has a general rule for class 1 and class 2 suppliers, but line ministries can always advise a sectoral amendment only for that sector.
Sir, in terms of job creation, what are the, which you see the major boost coming from this sector?
Originally, we had estimated about 8.5 lakh jobs will be created through PLI. Looking at the numbers that some of them are saying compared to what they had estimated originally and what the actual numbers are coming up, I think we could look at easily about 12 lakh direct jobs and much more indirectly being generated because of the PLI schemes. Thank you.